Welcome to my Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress Resort video review. This was a quick 4-night, 5-day stay. Flew in from New York City and landed in the evening. Check-in was very quick for us as World of Hyatt Explorists. We were extended a category room upgrade to a higher floor, 15th floor, and a corner room. So thank you to the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress team. From a room standpoint, this is a Hyatt Regency category 4 property, so not necessarily luxurious, but middle of the ground, but you still get to enjoy the comforts of a Hyatt Regency property. We do love the king bed and slept really well for 4 nights. The AC was pretty good, but it did not really go below 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So just so you know, in case a room that's very cold is a priority for you and your family, we did still have the ceiling fan, so that really helped make the room cooler. Other than that, the room was straightforward, no frills, pretty easy and clean, more importantly. This being a Hyatt property also meant that we get to connect through Chromecast, which meant we get to enjoy watching our favorite streaming shows. We were already given 2 bottles of water complimentary at check-in, so it was nice to see that there were 2 other bottles of water in the room. And we were also offered complimentary champagne during check-in, which was a really nice touch. This was a summary of the property in terms of restaurants, activities, shuttles. So it was really good. And this was the very next day. We are not Globalists yet, which is the highest tier of Hyatt membership. We are currently World of Hyatt Explorists, which is the kind of second highest level, which meant that breakfast did not come for free or complimentary for us. Nevertheless, we did decide to take advantage of this restaurant on property called the Lakehouse. And for $30 to $35 per person, we found it really worth it. So the good thing about this resort is it's a really good family-friendly property. So there are so many options. You get your usual breakfast favorites. You have eggs, sausages, potatoes, hash browns, bacon, of course. You have the sweets such as French toast, and for the kids and those with sweet tooth or just want to load up on carbs for the day, you do have freshly baked croissants, pastries, and bread on property, which looked really good, but we didn't really get to take advantage of. We focused on protein for the day. There were a lot of fruits, some salad, cold cuts options. And for those who love cereals for the kids or those who just love cereal in general, this is the cereal section. And you also have a freshly made warm oatmeal section right here. This was the second egg station or omelet station. Guys working so hard here. And then more of the sweets. There were a lot of donuts for the kids, and I think it was a big hit. But really, more bread, jams, bagels, bread, butter, cream cheese, anything that your heart desires, they would have it here. So it was a really good restaurant and property. And if you're paying for it, I'd say it's worth it. This was my plate for breakfast, focused on protein. Omelette was really good. Their coffee was fantastic, by the way. For someone who loves coffee, I know my coffee. Regular coffee was really good. This was the pancake section, which usually had long queues, so I got lucky at this point. This was really good. My husband and I shared 2 or 3. And this is after having delicious brunch or breakfast, however early you rose up for the day. You get to enjoy a nice walk by the lake. And at this point, I know the property is not necessarily new. It's been a couple of years in now, but it's a property favorite among World of Hyatt members because it's really well maintained. It's very clean. And you could really see it's good upkeep for the property. From here, it's a really nice stroll by the lake. Thankfully, I did not see any alligator at this point. And on to the pool side, you get to see that it's really cool. They do have kind of like a cave-like structure, which almost transports you to an island, an exotic island feel. So definitely some shaded areas, which is pretty good. So it's a total, I think, of 2 to 3 large pools, all connected via the cave and waterfalls. I will say it's a very beautiful. The pools are really lovely and really nice. One thing that stood out to me was there were no lifeguards. So for the parents, you may just want to make sure you're carefully watching your kids. And then another complaint is that the pools are not necessarily heated. I think there's one pool that's heated, but it's a common complaint for the property that the pools are not warm. Even during Easter break, when it's really hot and sunny, it still felt like it was really chilly for a swim. So I hope they do something about that. Otherwise, you could see that the pool is really beautiful and enjoyable. And here is the gym. Quite spacious and clean, so you do get to have a proper workout. Some towels are provided and some water for hydration. Back at the pool section, you do see some games as well for the kids to enjoy. And I think for the bigger kids, there's even an arcade, I think. As I may have mentioned earlier, this property is a favorite among World of Hyatt members, so I'm so glad we finally got to check this off our list. So if you're up for a lot of just staying under the sun, swimming, laying by the pool, this is such a great property. I will say though that it was so hard to get some beach or pool chairs. Probably one of the toughest resorts that we had to get some pool chairs for. So something that you could just, the information should help you prepare and plan for it. Back at the hotel lobby, the coolest thing is they have Merlot. And Merlot is known as the lobby ambassador of Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress Resort. Depending on Merlot's mood for the day, he could say a couple of words back at you, or you could take pictures with him. His handler is really a nice guy. Exploring more of the property, you'd see there are a lot more tables outside, nice tables, benches, dining areas, relaxation areas, and then at night I think some of these were turning into fire pits, which was really lovely. And then you get to see an overview of the property from this side. Back at the pool area this time for a swim. I did mention that it took us a while, really long time to find a spot for us. So depending on the season or the time that you're in, just prepare yourself for it unless you get up really early to secure some chairs. The cool thing about what we had during the Easter break is there was this opportunity to touch, hold, or take pictures with a baby crocodile or baby alligator. And for those who are not terrified by it, like me, people were actually lighting up and enjoying it. There's also this guy who was a professional, made sure that everything was going well aside from giving facts about the alligators. And this is the lakeside section in itself. So you have more chairs essentially here and hammocks, some shaded areas, which was really nice. No one was going for a swim, thankfully, and you do see those signs that says, to watch out for alligators, but thankfully did not see anything. Back at our pool area this time, we finally got some shaded, a nice shaded area with our chairs and got to swim and enjoy for the rest of our stay there. You can order drinks and food from the restaurant on the rocks, and there are people on staff who actually are going around asking if you'd like to order and place the order, and they actually deliver that to you, which was really nice. We're also giving out some popsicles in the afternoon, which is really cool. That being said, we did enjoy the pina coladas, so it was really delicious. So for the most part, other properties would not have it this good. It could be watered down, but theirs was really good. So shout out to the On the Rocks Bar and Tea. The rest of our stay was more relaxation and just enjoying the resort overall. So thank you for your time. Thanks for watching.